West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today I'll be talking about a very interesting topic, which is the topic of miracles versus spells, or miracles versus magic, and why African spirituality focus more on spell casting rather than miracles. This is something that you can see that is prevalent in religions and all kinds of spiritual practice in the world. If you are a Christian, you will be familiar with the word miracles. In fact, miracles are what Christians live for. They believe that they have a mighty, almighty, powerful, omnipotent, omniscience, omnipresence deity up in the sky with a very big binoculars, especially the most largest binoculars in the world that sees everything, knows everything. And yet this guy appeared to be unable to do basic things in life. Once in a while, some things will happen, and Christians will trivialize or refer these things to the working of their gods, which is a miracle to them. And they will claim that it is their God that did this. And this is to show that their God is working. So this kind of things they call miracles. According to them, miracles can be defined as plain or a manifest exercise by a man or by God at the call of a man. That means that these are supernatural manifestations that is beyond the capacity of a man. That when these manifestations or activities are carried out in the world, they refer it to or attribute it to their God, their Most High. They will claim that it is their God that is responsible for this manifestation or for this miracle. In other words, they will say it is their God that did it, not man. So they will now be giving praises to this elusive superintendents of their kingdom, the one they call Jehovah, Yahweh, that bastard, that war criminal, that pedophile, and that child molester and rapist that they are worshiping. They claim that this guy have power to do so many things, and they will bring their Bible as an example. And they will claim that they are the child of that God, the one they call Jesus Christ. We all remember that one that they say his birth was a virgin birth, that the Holy Spirit of his father have to sleep with the wife of another man to bring him into this world. That one they call Jesus. That criminal that they say lived for 33 years. That one that is the gay son, the gay pride son of the Yahweh lunatic in heaven. So they believe that this guy is responsible for all good things in the world. Now, if we look at the life and times of this guy, they said he did many miracles. One of the first is that he turned water to wine. He turned in a wedding, that Jesus Christ came to a wedding and he turned water to wine. They said this is a miracle. How is this a miracle? If their God did something, it's a miracle. Everything that Jesus did in the Bible was a miracle. He healed the sick, it is a miracle. He used 5 bread and 2 fish to feed 5,000 people. I've never seen any pastor replicate that in real life. They say it was a miracle. There's a place whereby he used spits and the sand to rub on the eyes of somebody, and the person started to see. They say it's a miracle. So many things that he did, they say all the things he did were miracles. But if somebody that is not a Christian do the same thing that their God did, they will say it is the power of evil, that it is magic, that it is demonic power. Why is this demonic power? Because the person is not a follower of Jesus. The person is not a Christian. They believe that all other powers are evil powers except if they call the name of Jesus or the person do it in line with their own Jesus Christ. That is only a good power. So if I heal the sick now, I make somebody that is not being able to see, I heal the blind, and I am not a Christian. What it means that I am using evil powers to heal people, because I am not a Christian. But if I am a Christian, it is from the Holy Ghost. This is what Christians believe, and they teach to all their members all over the world, that any power that is not from their Bible, is not from their God, is an evil power, is a demonic power, is satanic. And as a result of that, they have tried to separate themselves from other spiritual practice by attributing that every spell and magic that was done in the Bible are all miracles, because they were done by Christians or people that they claim to be from that religion. And this is a very wrong thing. What they have succeeded in doing is that they have been able to demonize, or they are trying to demonize, all other spiritual systems in the world, categorizing them as evil, while theirs is the only good one. If you look at this kind of reasoning, it contains racism, pride, discrimination, and it's insultive to say that they are the only person that have all the right answers about Christianity, that your God is the only true God. Before the advent of Christianity, there were other gods. Christianity only came to steal from other people and plagiarize and whitewashed, addicted other spiritual wisdom and pass it on as their own. So if we are looking for any thief and any liars in any religious system, it is Christianity, because what they have done is to steal. The first commandment that they wrote in their Bible, thou shalt not steal, they already broke that by stealing. Thou shalt not steal. They have stolen from other religions. They have plagiarized. Plagiarization in academics is when you take people's academic work without giving reference to them, without giving reference or credence to them, that I took this from here, without quoting them. You took it as your own. If you study the Bible very well, you know that the Bible was heavily plagiarized from ancient Egyptian spiritual teachings. And the Bible did not give any credence or any reference to any of the sources that they took those things from. All the stories they took, they will try to rewrite them, to whitewash them as much as possible. So that thou shalt not steal, they have already stolen. Thou shalt not bear false witness, they have already bear false witness. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Their God has already committed adultery by sending his spirit to come and sleep with somebody else's wife in the earth to give birth to his own son. So the Christian God Yahweh is the first adulterer. How can you claim to be Most High? You don't even have a wife. You are a chronic bachelor. Even till tomorrow, he's still a chronic wayward bachelor. And he has a gay son. To even give birth to that gay son, you have to send your spirit, your so-called Holy Spirit, which is a dirty spirit of perversion, which is a spirit of fornication, a spirit of stealing, a spirit that is a wife snatcher, to fly from all the way from heaven, cannot even see any single woman, a woman that they already paid bride price for. His spirit, his Holy Spirit, have to go and sleep with that woman to give birth to his only begotten son. Can you imagine? And he said God will come out to say, thou shalt not commit adultery. Who give a mouth to talk? That God is a liar, is a criminal. You cannot be seen to be breaking your own rules. Thou shalt not steal, but you are a thief. Thou shalt not commit adultery, you commit adultery. Thou shalt not bear false witness, you bear false witness. All the things you say your son did are miracles, but other people's own are demonic practices. Okay? Now, if you go to this Christian, their Sunday school, they will be telling you that miracles are different from magic. And they will say spell casting is evil. In African spirituality, we don't believe in miracles. We don't believe in chance. We believe in taking responsibility for our actions and actually pushing our will into nature to manifest our dreams, our aspirations, our missions, and vision. This is what we believe in African spirituality. Miracle is done doing nothing and just waiting and praying for something to happen. Okay, it's just like somebody that wake up in the morning, instead of thinking of how to get a job, how to try to do things to get a living, instead they are just praying, that they're sitting down waiting for somebody to come and just drop food on their lap, or to come and give them a job, or to come and give them opportunities without them actually working or taking charge. This is how Christians are trained to believe, to wait on miracles. You will see somebody that is instead of them going out to help themselves, they'll be looking for a destiny helper, somebody that they will meet that will just solve all their problems for them. That they will say, and this person is their destiny helper, this person is their David, this person is their line their line giver or something like that. They have this mentality of believing in miracles. When you go to the church, talk about testimony time, it's all about people giving stories of how they get things that they did not deserve or they did not work for. This kind of mentality encourages laziness. It encourages people to steal. It encourages people to not take responsibility for their life. It encourages irresponsibility. You will see a woman that is supposed to looking for a husband, actively going out, going on dating sites. They will just be living their normal life inside a room. They are not meeting anybody. They are not engaging anybody. They are only going to church, and they are praying for a husband, and the husband is supposed to come into their life and solve all their problems. They have this mentality of that Cinderella mentality of the patient dog eats the fattest bone, which is a very, very big lie. We all know that the patient dog always die of hunger. If you go to a dog pan, when you see people, they start feeding the dogs, you see all the dogs rushing to eat. The ones that will die first are the weakest ones that cannot rush to eat. Life is a place that is like almost like a competition. If you want to be successful in life, you must be active, you must be proactive, and you must take responsibility for your life. So miracles in African spirituality, we not wait for it to happen, we make them happen. We make them happen by focusing on how to manifest them. In African spirituality, if you want something done, you have a problem, most times we take this petition to our ancestors, to the shrine, and we make prayer, we make supplications, and we do what needs to be done by bringing the right materials in place to manifest what we want to manifest. Call it magic, call it spell casting, anyone you want to call it. It is a process. It is a process that will involve your psychological and your mental, your physical and spiritual union to bring that very thing into your life. It's not enough to just cast a spell in African spirituality and relax. After casting your spell for whatever prosperity, love, you still need to go out there and put in the work to make it manifest in the physical world. Okay, you do the spiritual thing and you also do the physical thing. In Christianity, they just want you to say, okay, do only the spiritual thing. When you go to church nowadays, you want work, we tell you to come and pay God. You want a job, you have to pray, give money to God first. You have to pay God. You have to work for God. You have to do this, do that. It's like that kind of thing. And when somebody comes, they tell you just to pray, believe, pray. Your problem will be solved. But the same Christianity, when the church have a problem, they always tell the members to contribute. They don't pray for their problems to go away. They actually tax the members, overtax the members. Then when the member have problem, they tell member to go and pray. This is a scam. Now you're going to see difference between miracles and so-called magic or so-called spell casting. In according to Christianity, they will tell you that miracles are supernatural and astonishing events that cannot be explained by scientific theories and laws. And in African spirituality, we make the miracles happen, and they can actually be explained by scientific theories and laws. We can explain because we make them happen. We do the spell to make the things you want to do happen in African spirituality. This is the difference. We don't believe in just sitting and waiting on the Lord or praying. When you pray, you also need to walk. when you do the spell, you also need to go back. Okay, they claim that their own is divine power. African spirituality is also divine power. When you do your spells, you do your libations, you are also calling on the powers of divinity. Okay, they claim that their own produce permanent results. African spirituality also produce permanent results too. People that are healed, people that come in for whatever approach, you see the results of the process there. It is not something that is fake. Christianity, most of the time, they are the fake things. They tell people to believe things without facts or evidence. Yeah, we tell people to know things and not to believe things. So this is the difference between African spirituality and Christianity. Yeah, we don't believe in Christianity. We don't believe things. We know things. We focus on knowledge. Okay? When you know something, the knowledge stays with you. Nobody can take that knowledge from you. But belief, you don't have any evidence. You just take it like that. Belief equals to stupidity. It works to ignorance. That's why Christians, they are like very shallow creatures. Anything can happen because all their faith is based on emptiness. They cannot prove anything. African spirituality, we try to prove everything that we do. We prove it. And we have the evidence of what we believe in. We have the historical evidence. We have the scientific evidence. We have the metaphysics, the science, everything you're talking about, we have it here. The practical application of that knowledge is what we focus on. So the things that many of them are calling miracles, when we do things, to us, it is normal things. That's why Christians, they are afraid of African spirituality, because they know that people that practice this, they have capacity to do many things. And they can't do those things. They have to wait on their Lord that will never come. If something happens to a Christian, and something good happens to them, it's just by chance. Okay, it's just by chance, like one in a thousand probability sequence of something happening. I can wake up in the morning as an African spiritualist. I can just say, this is how my morning is going to be. This is what I will do. This is what I will do. This is what I will do. A typical Christian will wake up, instead of making firm decisions, they are praying for the day to be better. They are praying for this to happen. They are praying for that. They are praying for that. We don't pray. Yeah, we make it happen. Okay, you have to make it happen because you are a representative of God. Okay, you're just like the God that created the universe. He actually did things, put things in place. That's why you can see these things are actually in place. That intelligence did not pray. That intelligence was active. You need to be active. Okay, fully active and fully present and aware. So by you praying or waiting on something to happen, it's like you are subletting or subcontracting your spiritual energy to an outside entity, and then wishing that that outside entity will use its own discretion to do anything for you. Now, if the thing comes in your favor or not, if it doesn't come in your favor, you take it like that. If it comes in your favor, you say it is the power of that entity. It is a stupidity. It's just like you casting your you are playing a game of chance. You are rolling dice with your life. But in African spirituality, we actually work to make things happen. We don't give that energy that you praying or wishing for something. You can actually use it to use that aspect of you that you can control to affect or effect or manifest the things that you want in your life. So African spirituality is much more practical. So what you will notice here, we do a lot of spell casting, which is normal and which is the way things should be. If you want money, you do prosperity spells. You feel that you are sick or having some kind of attacks that things are not good for you, you do your spiritual baths, and you are good to go. If you see anything that is wrong, you don't want in your life, you remove it. And if you want something to come to your life, you go after it. And all these different kind of spells, activities, or things that we have in place, we take advantage of them. Things that we have in the earth, physical materials, mineral resources, plant resources, we use them. They are there to be used. Okay, so we learn about them, we study them, we know how to combine them to effect reality or to give us the results that we want. All these are elements of divinity. The same divinity that created the universe, this is how we are able to create it by learning how to do things, by experimenting, by actually taking part in the creation process. of creating or designing or inventing the kind of life that they want. This is a practical approach to living. Okay, it is not magic. It is not hocus pocus. It is not evil. It is just the normal way everybody should live. Okay, we can see this in other people like the Chinese people, Japanese people. This is the way they behave too. This is the way they live their life. There's nothing wrong with it. Even the Indian people, they are in touch with who they are. Knowledge of self is there. They study their natural environment and learn to live in harmony with the natural environment by applying the principles of life. In our Kemet, we call it the Hermetic principles. These principles, many Christians, we call them demonic principles. Then we call them principles of magical operations. No, it is common sense principles. It is metaphysical principles, okay? So there's nothing evil about it. This is a life that we need to be living, okay? We need to take life practical. So what Christians are calling miracles are normal things to us in African spirituality. It's a way of life. So we are totally different. The main difference is that we don't wait for things. We go after things and we do things. And we involve ourselves in the scheme of things. So this is how you know that you are living. You cannot be coming into life. You're not influencing life in any way. You're just looking at life and allowing things to happen to you. This is wrong, to allow things to happen to you. All kinds of things can happen to you. It is not good. You should be able to know how to use the wisdom inherent in life to protect yourself and to bring prosperity to your life and to protect what you value and to do things that is necessary to be done for your own happiness, for your own future, and for the good of mankind. All these things is what spirituality. It is way deeper than just praying and waiting for a deity to fly all the way from heaven to come and put food in your table, to come and give you manna, to come and protect you, to come and solve all your problems. And you say it's a miracle. If you are always looking for a miracle, or you have that miracle mentality, that person will be spiritually poor. You will be spiritually poor, and it will translate to physical poverty because it will induce laziness in you. Because when you're waiting for things to happen, you will be wasting your time. You'll be wasting your time, your life force, your energy, and you will be poor. Okay, because people don't have time. Life doesn't work like that. Okay, so you have to take the initiative, take your destiny into your own hands. So spell casting is not evil. It is a way of life to push your will into nature or to manifest your will in the physical world. So you should not see anything wrong with it. As much as the Christians try to make it evil, it is not evil. The Christians, they are the thieves, they are the liars, and they are evil. If you look into the Bible, especially in the synoptic gospels, which talk about the life and times of Jesus, the same things they are considering evil or pagan, all those things is what Jesus Christ was doing. When he does his own, instead of to use the word spell casting, that we say it's a miracle. But when somebody else, when a native doctor in your village do the same thing, that we say the native doctor is using demonic power. As you see, and so it's just a case of terminology. It's just a case of synoptics, of changing words. All the things that so-called Jesus did in the Bible, if we look at it well, it is still the same spell casting that he did. Okay, change water to wine. People also change water to wine. In real life, they say he heals sick. People also heal sick people. So there's no big deal there. Open somebody's eyes. There's no big deal. There's even a man that will call himself Simon in the Bible that was also doing miracles. That they say was doing evil. No. It's the same thing that Jesus Christ did that he was doing. Okay. So when you look at the Bible, you will discover that all the things that the so-called Jesus did is also spell casting. So Jesus Christ was also a spell caster. Okay. So the spell casting and miracles are the same thing. This is why I see miracles is waiting for something to happen, and if it happens, you thank God. If it does not happen, you go home. But spell casting is actually the act of doing something to make sure that your will manifests. Okay, when it manifests, it's not a miracle because You actually did something, you prepared for it. So it's a practical process. So it is more better to be a spellcaster than to be somebody waiting for miracles. Okay? When you are a spellcaster, you have wisdom, you have capacity, you have knowledge, and you have confidence, you know that you have capacity to do things. But when you are a miracle waiter, it means that you are a stupid person, you lack capacity, you lack fundamental knowledge, and you are just there waiting like a waiter. Somebody that is at the restaurant waiting for people to finish eating, that you get their plates, then you give them their bill. That is just what you are in your religion. You are just a waiter, okay? And it's not a good thing to be a waiter. A waiter are treated very bad. They are seen, they are supposed to be seen and not heard. And they are giving tips. People come live to make money. Some people say they are come live to live on tips. Getting tips, if you want to put yourself in that situation, to be getting tips from life, you're already spiritually poor. Okay? You begging your God, anything he gives you, you take. You not get value, you lack value, you lack character, you lack dignity, you lack everything. You are just like a slave. Let me put it this way. If you have that kind of mentality, Christianity will make you a slave. So it's better to know things that than for you to not want to know things. You wait that God will do one miracle, miracle will get work, miracle to get this, miracle to get that. Every single thing. You will see Christians giving testimony that they were in a car accident and some people died. They did not die. It is a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's just a chance, just pure time and chance that happened to you. I went to delivery. This happened. I have successful delivery. It is a miracle. It is not a miracle. Humans are made to give birth successfully. Dogs give birth. Cockroach give birth. Okay, fowl give birth. If everything is working well in your body, you will give birth naturally. It's not a miracle to just go to hospital. It's a normal thing. Any little thing in Nigeria now is not a miracle. Just to move from Lagos to Benin is a miracle. Why? Because there are many kidnappers in the road. If your government is working for you, that will not be a miracle. If you're living in the UK or in a country where there's security, all these are normal things. You don't need to pray to move from point A to point B. Even in Nigeria now, for you to even have light, power source for 24 hours a day is a miracle. Because we don't know what is 24 hours light anymore in the world. It is not a miracle. It's supposed to be a normal thing. I don't need to do spell to have lights. Okay? If I don't have light, I know that I have to put fuel in my generator. I will have light. If I don't have generator, I know that I have to get solar system. I will have light. It is not a miracle, my dear Nigerians. Okay? Poverty is a disease. Everything for them is a miracle. To train Peking to adult is a miracle because a lot of children die. It's not a miracle. It's supposed to be a normal thing. Okay? So normalize things that are supposed to be normal. Common sense will make you be living life as a very responsible individual. Miracle waiters are usually irresponsible people. They are lazy people. They are dull people. And if I call them stupid, they will get upset. But it's true. You must be stupid for not wanting to know things. And to believe in this, your Bible, this lie book that they are using to walk you, to manipulate you, is to believe in to relegate yourself to a subhuman species or with a very low variety mentality. And this kind of things is what will bring sadness to your family line. Already this mentality will pollute your lineage, as you may produce children that will now impact this mentality too. So we now see generational ignorance being transferred from the father and mother to the children. And this is the worst gift you can give to your children, to tell them to also be waiting for miracles like you. That means that you are sentencing your future generations to perpetual poverty along the line. Okay? So this miracle thing is wrong. When you go to church, they will say miracles is this under God's control, not available on command, supernatural, associated with good, associated with only truth, can overcome evil, affirm Jesus is God in flesh, prophecy is always true, never associated with occult. All these are nonsense. Then when they say something that is not it's not their own miracle, they say their spell is under human control. available on command. It is supernormal, associated with evil, associated with error, cannot overpower evil, deny Jesus in God and in flesh. Yes, we must design Jesus in God and flesh because Jesus never existed. So you see all this nonsense they say if you don't do anything under them, if it's not a miracle, it must be evil. This kind of mentality is to discourage people from practicing African spirituality and from knowing things. They don't want you to know things because if you knowledge will not make you a Christian. When you know things that you're supposed to know as an African person, you will never go to a church. So the aim of all this stuff they are talking about is to put people in ignorance. Ignorance of their culture, ignorance of their spirituality, ignorance of who they are. The Christian religion is designed to make people stupid so that they can control you and manipulate you forever, and make sure that you pass this stupidity to your children so they keep making money from you and keep expanding until they will make all African people stupid people forever and enslaved forever. This is the mission of Christianity. So we are going to reject this by knowing things, by questioning the religion, asking them tough questions. How are you sure? We don't want miracles, we want to get results. What is wrong with my culture? What is wrong with Africa? What is wrong with African spirituality? Ask them these questions. When they say your ancestors are demons, tell them who came to colonize Africa. Is it not the white demons that came to colonize Africa? What did our ancestors do? For you to allow somebody to call your ancestors demons, it means that you are allowing that person to insult your ancestors and the memories of your ancestors. You should never allow that. This is why I don't go to church. Because all they do in church is to insult African people, insult African history, African spirituality. This is all they do to destroy African spirituality. This is what they do to all other cultures. That's why you see countries like India, Japan, Thailand, Korea, they restrict Christianity a lot because they know Christianity teaches is insultive to their culture and their values. Imagine somebody coming to tell you in Africa that you need to give your life to Christ because a man came 2,000 years to die for you, and all your ancestors, they are idol worshippers, they are demons, they are dirty people. That's why they were enslaved, and these are the good people. And many of your ancestors were killed, and they were taken into slavery because they were evil people. And you have to become like this slave master, or else you are going to hell. This is like the ultimate insult to any African person. When you allow somebody to tell you this and you keep quiet, it means that you have accepted that you are this person to insult you. So don't allow any Christian to tell you this story because they are insulting you, that you are an evil person and your ancestors are evil. You should reject this story. Tell them that no, it is you that are the demons. You are the evil people that came to enslave this continent. It is you that are the demons. It is not the other way around. If you are good people, you will not be saying this kind of story, and you should not be hiding our history. And also, too, you should be in your own country. If heaven is really real, do you think white people will give us the Bible? They will not give you the Bible. Only they will go to that heaven. People that do not even give you free visa to go to their country. You want to go to Europe, you want to go to America, you're going to pass through hell. They will deny you at least 3-4 times. You will pay application fee, non-refundable, at least 4 times before you get Shanghai visa. And those monies, they scam it from African people. You want to go to America, you pay application fee 3-4 times. American government scam you, and they don't give you the money back. But yet they want to send free Bible to Africa. They want to share heaven with you. They want you to be admiring diamonds and gold in heaven together, drinking tea in heaven together, but they don't want you to drink tea with them in this physical world. Is it not a scam? In Rome, the Pope is sitting on a golden chair, eating with golden cutlery and plates every day, while there are so many poor people in Africa. Do you think he gives a damn? And yet he wants to share heaven with the poor people when he cannot share earth with them. So you see this thing that everything they do is a miracle from God, but anything you do is an evil, demonic thing in your spiritual practice. So what these people are trying to do is to demonize every spiritual practice in the world, making themselves look good while you are bad. But in the real sense, they are the bad people trying to destroy you. If they really love you as a person and they respect you, they will not condemn other spiritual practice as evil. They will not condemn it. They will accept it. Okay? They will not tell you that your ancestors are bad. They will not tell you that your ancestors are demons, that they are so associating with evil spirits. When the spirit of rapism is from the throne of Jehovah, their so-called Jehovah that cannot get his own wife have to send his spirit to come and sleep with another person's wife in heads. What kind of God is that? What does that tell you about that kind of God? That kind of God is a thief. He has no respect for the sanctity of marriage. He has no respect for the union between a man and a woman. A God that refused to marry, a God that is a crony bachelor, a God that could not defeat his arch enemy. He has to send his son to come to the earth, and his son failed, and now he leaves the work for you. That God is incompetent. That God is a failure, and that God is a criminal, which we must have nothing to do with. So I need to say this categorically and unequivocally, that the idea of a miraculous God is a very stupid idea. A God that is an abysmal failure. If you look at all the so-called miracles in the Bible, they are all lies. They say that they created, they told Noah to build an ark to put all the animals in the world, and we know that's an impossibility. How can kangaroos swim? We all know that kangaroos can only be found in Australia. So why did he get kangaroos to swim all the way to Middle East to come and enter the ark? They cannot explain. They say that we're trying to build the Tower of Babel from here to outer space to Earth. Is it possible that they scattered the whole language in the world because of that? All these cock and bull stories that we believe. Cain killed Abel, and we did not know who Cain and Abel married. I don't know, to produce the rest of the world. All these cock and bull stories adults are believing to be true. It shows you the level of decadence and low mentality of people in the world. Today, this kind of people are the people that wait for miracles. It's like their spirituality have been beaten to the low level of dormancy and idiocy, whereby they can't reason anymore. They just have to wait for miracles. They want manna to fall for heaven. They say Moses opened Red Sea. Why can't their God open the Red Sea now when Hezbollah and Hamas are fighting the Israelites? Israelites are dying in the fights. I have not seen any miracle happen in this war. I watch their news channel every day, waiting for a chariot of fire to fly down Elijah with thunderbolts. What is the other one again? Abraham and his sons. Which other of these elders that they have? I've forgotten all their name. All those mad people with white beards in the Bible. None of the Holy Ghost, St. John, St. Peter, St. Celestia, they never come. Israel actually committing genocide and stealing people's land. We need to talk about all this matter. So there's many problems. I didn't see any miracle happening in that war. I see people actually planning, carrying bombs and guns, real guns and bombs, to go and kill other people, to take their lands. I don't see any miracle happening there. No chariot of fire. Chariot of fire. I know the CEO. Or does that translate to F-16 aircraft with Stinger missiles, or with Maverick missiles, or Hellfire missiles? I don't know. Or White Prosperous. Is that what they are trying to say? This is what I have to say, because I never see any angel, even a male angel, female angel, a blue angel. I never see any angel yet. I am still waiting for thunder to come and strike anywhere, or earthquakes to happen, or some chariots of fire to come. The way they say that they used some chariot to destroy the ancient Egyptians, blah, blah, blah. Pharaoh, the open Red Sea. I didn't see anything like that. I didn't see any shepherd with good blood anywhere. I see people wearing military uniform and begging America for bombs to go and kill other people. And all these things are happening at the same time. And they expect us to still believe in this cock and bull story of the Bible. So the miracles that they say happened during that Bible time, I have not seen them happen. All the miracles they're doing in Nigeria, they are all fake miracles. And they say they heal people from dead in Nigeria. We don't see the people anymore. Many people that we wake them from I don't know, from plushes with walking stick. You don't see them anymore. Some people even drink tea with God in Nigeria. Sometimes we see pastors saying they have ships in heaven. All these stories when they talk, they finish. The thing is so really, really funny. So miracles are for lazy people. If you are still believing in miracles, you must have a very low mentality. And may God help you and your generation. Okay? There's no miracle anywhere. You must do something to get something. The things that the so-called Jesus did in the Bible are spells that he was casting. Okay? He cast spells. Just like the way any spiritual person will cast their own spells. It is not a miracle. If you know what you are doing and you know the science behind that act, we cannot call it a miracle. Okay? It is now a scientific principle. Okay? It's when people cannot explain certain phenomena, we now regard it in the level of supernatural. I have always said that spirituality is that aspect of life or science that have not been discovered by modern day scientists with scientific principles or evidence or formulas. So they classify them under the level of spirituality. Why science is that aspect of spirituality that's been discovered and the formulas have been exposed. So people can now be able to understand what is actually going on. Immediately you know how to do something and you know the methods whereby you can apply to get a certain results. It is no longer a supernatural event. It's now a law of nature, just like we have law of gravity, law of thermodynamics and other laws. When you come to hermetic principles, you have the law of mentality, the law of correspondence, and you have those. It is now something that is a given. It is no longer a mystery anymore because it has been explained and exposed. When you go about it, you replicate it, you get the same results again and again and again and again. When you do the same thing, any part of the world, you will get the same results. So it's no longer supernatural anymore because everybody have known the secret. It's not exposed. But if you don't know how it is done, it's not a miracle. So we call it magic. When you go to a magic show, you see the magician performing with all those tricks. You will call it magical power because you don't know the tricks. He hides the tricks from you. But immediately you know it's no longer magic anymore. It's not common knowledge. So this is the same thing. In African spirituality, we try to know so that we can be able to use that knowledge to do things, to bring change that we want in our life. So we don't wait for miracles. It's as simple as this. So this is the way it is. I believe I have been able to make my point on this obvious. And I think I will stop here for today. I have other things to do. So questions and comments are welcome. I hope I've been able to clarify this topic beyond reasonable doubt. And I hope that we can all reason or stay on the same page on this topic. So for that, I am grateful. So, however, I would like to know your opinions if you like to say something. Then, of course, if you have not gotten my book, Whispers of Amente, the book is here. Very, very good book for people that want to make contact with our African deities, our ascended ancestors. This book is a way forward for you. It will help you. It will bring you up to date, up to speed. And it will bring you to that knowledge. You don't need to fly to Egypt. You don't need to fly to Nigeria or to Africa. You just buy it and I post it to you. And you read it. You read it. You upload the knowledge into your mental oblongata. And you do the work and you start doing the things that needs to be done. So we need to know what works and what does not work. We must focus on doing work. Spell casting is better than miracles, and there is nothing wrong with spell casting. If you want to practice spirituality, you must cast spells. You must do things to change your reality. Spiritual meaning spirits and ritual. For men to make contact with divinity, there must be rituals involved to make contact with the divinity. It is inside this book. I wrote it inside this book. Okay, so African spirituality is the rituals that involve in making contact with our divinities. Okay, there's nothing evil about this. Don't let anybody come and insult you, insult your practice so that you will not run away from it. Don't allow anybody to scare you from your African spirituality. Okay, it's you that will scare them. They should be scared of you, not the other way around. You are the one that's supposed to terrify them, warn them, tell them to mind their business, stay their lane, and you don't want to hear any nonsense. I don't take nonsense from Christians. You cannot come and tell me that Jesus died for me. I will insult you and your Jesus. You cannot tell me that my ancestors are evil or demonic. I will insult you. I don't take that nonsense. That's why I don't go to church. I cannot go to one place, then sit down, and allowing one person to be talking trash against my religion, against African people, against my spirituality, then I will accept it. So I don't go to their church, because when you go to church, only one person is speaking. Only the pastor. You cannot ask questions, you cannot challenge, you cannot say anything. But if that pastor meet me in the road, he dare not say any nonsense, I will stop him. I'm going to challenge him. I'm not in your church, so I will not let you be the only one talking. I will talk back. So I always quarrel with them. So I don't go to their church. You cannot see me on the road and tell me my ancestors are evil and demonic. I will say, no, it is you that is the demonic and criminal people. I will start insulting you and your God. Then we'll fight there, or they will go separate way. So don't be taking insult from Christians. If you go, when I was in Thailand, they always arrest Christians. When you tell somebody Jesus died for them, the Buddhist people will say, who sent him? We have Buddha here. We don't need that guy. We don't know that guy. Are you insulting us? Then we arrest you because it's insultive. We should learn how to reject insult from people. We should learn how to reject it. When they say this insultive thing, you must reject it instantly, rebuke them, let them know their place, and they will not repeat it next time. Because we take a lot of bullshit from these people, allowing them to insult us every day. So that we come into our practice, they say our practice is evil, whereas their own Jesus Christ did the same spell casting all over the Bible. But his own is miracle. But another person's own is evil. You see the matter? Their own is good, your own is bad. No. If my own is bad, your own is also bad too. It should be like that, okay? Because Jesus Christ was a spell caster. It is there. He did spells all over the place. Same thing anybody will do today. So it should not be, it's not better than me. His father is not better than me. His father is not better than me. He is not better than me. I am way better than Jesus Christ. I speak the truth every day, and I am here. Jesus Christ never existed, and he was a thief. He didn't even get married. He was gay, and it didn't even last long. All that he had is stolen. Even his birth is a bastard. All these things, he's not better than me. So why should I respect him? He came to steal in Africa. I am here building Africa. So who go bow down for who? So we need to be standing our ground and doing the right thing, knowing our boundary and letting these people stay in their lane. We should not let them come and insult us or push us out of our practice. Okay, it should be the other way around. So this is the way I see it. When we need to change our attitude and stop accepting insults. There's nothing wrong with spell casting, and there's no such thing as miracles. Okay, if you know what you are doing. So based on that, if you want to know how to do spell, over 200 spells are here. The formulas, the system, the technique, over 200 spells are here in this book. Get this book, improve your capacity, and start doing things by yourself. Putting this knowledge inside you, applying this knowledge in your life will give you results. It's better than waiting for miracles to happen. way better. I'm sure you agree with me. If you also want to know about the interrelationship between science and spirituality, this book takes out all the noise. It talks about quantum physics from a pure 100% Afrocentric perspective with simple English for you to understand and a lot of evidence for you to understand. We don't believe in faith here. Our market here is knowledge. We trade on knowledge. The product here is knowledge and wisdom. So if you want to look for wisdom and knowledge, this is where you need to be. Now this boat you could join. So get these materials. The three of them is not expensive. The three of them is just $300, postage included. Ignorance is much more expensive, okay? Those people that are saying my books are expensive, try to go to DHL or FedEx and try to post just one piece of paper. Let you to Africa so that we know what they will tell you. To post a piece of paper, they will know the amount they will tell you. So my books are not expensive. Ignorance is much more expensive. Shutting down a club is much more expensive. Buying fake Brazilian Wivon, Venezuelan prostitute Wivon, what is that other Wivon again? Peruvian or Virgin Temple Air from India is much more expensive. Okay? Buying an expensive bottle of liquor is much more expensive. Ignorance is much more expensive. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is not expensive. But once again, common sense is not common. So we need to know ourselves and we need to stop insults. When Christians want to insult us, we must stop them. We are not in their church and we must return that insult to them. This is the way we can reclaim our dignity, our pride, and our spirituality and culture back. So don't feel bad when you practice your spell. Don't let anybody poison your mind. You are doing what you are supposed to do. You are pushing your will into nature. When you go to the river, you go to the sea, you go to the jungle, don't feel ashamed. Don't feel bad. You are doing what you are supposed to be doing. It is the evil people that should be ashamed. Okay? So this is the way I see it, and this is how it's supposed to be. So questions and comments are welcome. Like and share this video. If you want to know African spirituality, I teach it from the history to the sciences to the metaphysics and everything. I have a 6 months program. You can contact me on this channel. I will put you on the program. I will teach you. It is just $600 for 6 months. It's a master class. Okay, you just have to be ready, and you will get that knowledge. Once you know and you don't know them, there is no unknowing it, and there's no coming like Christianity where you have to come to church every Sunday till you die. We don't do that here. Here we give you the knowledge and you start living your life. Within 6 months, you know what you need to know, and you start doing what you need to do. No wasting of time, no procrastination or any sort of nonsense. If you also want to do your oracle tarot divinations, I do those as well. You can contact me. If you want to buy your spiritual materials, your herbs, your ointments, meditation beads, cowries, black stone, thunderstone, miracle stone, anti-witchcraft herbs, geolocone, all kinds of spiritual stuff, I sell them as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.